play. It's now third down and 9. On third down, Bridgewater. He may try.
You're not about to just let Bridgewater run it upfield through.
Before being tackled.
So Joe could screw.
In evidence there as that one good for 15 and a first.
That's something you have to be aware of as a defense and have to find a way to account for him. And if you're not going to use a spy, you're telling your guys to keep your eyes on him, because when he breaks out and makes plays like that, all he does is hurt you.
Have to at least be able to contain him somewhat. There they could not. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. That good for 21 yards on the catch and run. So from Buccaneer territory now, it's 1st and 10 down at the 31. On the ground, McCaffrey. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. On the carry. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down. No gain on the play. 2nd and 10. 2nd down, Bridgewater. Rolling to his left. And he's going to keep it here.
Okay, I need to start.
Big yardage there on the scramble. It gets him a 1st down.
Containing him is becoming a big problem. We've already seen this once earlier in this drive.
Yeah, and so now 2 times this has happened. Do you adjust something?
Yeah, I think you do. I think you got to start thinking about your rush lanes. Try not to either get too wide.
Now he's hit, and Bridgewater
or just shut up.
And it's picked up by the Buccaneers. He's at the 50, the 40.
You thought you had it.
20.
You thought you had it.
10, 5, and he returns it to the end zone. A fumble recovery touchdown for the Bucs.
I'm getting great.
How about that for a momentum swing? You had it goal to go. Not only do you cough it up, but they pick it up and return it all the way for a touchdown.
And now you have to give oxygen to the entire team, because what a letdown that was. Terrific drive. Looked like you're going to get points. Instead, the other team registers them on the scoreboard.
Tell you what, they're not messing around. You get the quick touchdown, and then you go for 2 to go up 8-0 here on the road.
In a sense, they hit him with a big shot right away. You don't throw a jab after you throw the haymaker, right? Go ahead and go for 2. They did. They're in control.
Taken at the 15, a short kick. And they'll get him down inside the 30 at the 27. 1st and 10 at their own 27-yard line. The Panthers coming back out onto the field for their 2nd drive. And they'll be looking to start fresh. Just a moment ago, they were backed up, coughed up the football, and then saw it go the other way for 6 points.
Bro, they're blocking.
Sometimes they put such an emphasis on things. And, you know, in that situation, as they ran out there, they were told, take care of the football, don't cough it up. And sometimes that's the last thing you hear, and that's exactly what you do. On 1st down, this is McCaffrey. And that play went nowhere. Losing yardage. It'll be back at the 36. This defense is a difficult one to prepare for, one of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
Now this one over the middle into the hands of his tight end, complete. That catch
Soon, baby.
It's 3rd down.
Okay, 1st half is done. Oh, and also, guys, I forgot to hit record.
They had the catch on 2nd down, but it didn't help at all. And now they're looking at 3rd down here.
Oh my gosh, that was a pick. That was a pick.
This is going to lead to another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Bucs 41-yard
Really?
line. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another 1st down.
We got it.
So the ball moves from their own 41 to the other 41 here for 1st and 10.
McCaffrey's just like the only scary person.
And he still has yet to get on track in this 1st half as they're going to stop him behind the line. 2 yards.
Yeah, I've just been sending all out blitz. Get some pressure on him.
And 12 at the Buccaneers 43-yard line. On 2nd and 12, Bridgewater.
Yeah!
Receiver, and he's brought down. Bridgewater sacked.
Let's go.
That play was the very definition of fast, quick, and in a hurry. Suddenly, he was there.
Man, blink of an eye, that happened fast, and a big sack. That's to McCaffrey, complete. The ball's out. McCaffrey lost it, and it's picked up by the Buccaneers.
Go!
And he's able to bring it up 5
Oh, and also
yards shy of the field
Julio
to the
Jones is on my team.
45-yard line.
I traded him for A lot of people. OJ, I know. OJ Howard's still in the
at the 45.
But I traded Chris Jones.
He's going to launch this deep for Watson. And that's going to wind up incomplete.
Nice call.
However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee. A little too aggressive defensively, and the flag comes out.
And no one trying to cover is going to like a call going against them, but you have to like the effort there. Went for the interception, just unable to get it, and the flag did come out.
Where the frick is Barkley? Like, did he get hurt or something?
Now a first down carry here for McCoy. And he'll fight his way down right around the 12.
Barkley not
making the stop.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level.
Barkley probably got hurt. Gosh
darn.
darn.
Got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. Brady. To the end zone, but it's incomplete. He was looking for Julio Jones, his Pro Bowl receiver. And now it's 3rd down. So they've been unable to capitalize on the great field position as of yet. Here's 3rd and 9. And he's going to be taken down here still a couple yards short of the first. It's a 7-yard run, but it does bring up 4th down. The offense staying out.
I trust him.
4th and 2. They'll go for it.
I'm a road on you.
Pulls it in for the Buccaneer touchdown. Complete. Julio Jones hitting double digits with his 10th touchdown of the season. And the Bucs are going to add on to
It's a
their
touchdown.
lead.
I saw him put his 2 feet. Bro, if Trump isn't president, I don't know what's gonna happen though.
Get an extra look. That's what the technology is for. And this touchdow will count.
Wrong. Stop jumping out of the end zone. Like, what the fuck are you doing, dog? Oh, New England's actually. I didn't even mean to call a timeout. I was doing nothing for it.
After your first score, that feels like a gamble. The second time when they tried it again, that felt like, what the heck, right? Because, as you said, even if you miss it, you split the difference, and you're right on schedule at 14 points.
How did the Titans lose to?
Pulls it in at the 13.
Bro, I really want to hit sticks on
to the 29.
I want to see if I could put Gronk in as a middle linebacker. Nah. Can't.
On the return, the Panthers take over 1st and 10 at their own 29.
Here's the Carolina offense as they get ready to take over here.
Get a number
bind early here,
please.
down 14-0. Are you worried at this stage or still too early?
You're worried. You're just trying not to transmit it to the rest of your team. You want to make sure that they stay positive. But at the same time, you're wondering, how are we going to move the football? What do we have on this play sheet that can work? Get back to basics is usually your answer. And make sure you find the guy who can move the ball fastest for you.
Yeah!
And just get it in his hands.
Yeah, still second quarter. You get points on the board here. I think you're feeling okay. They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up.
Makes it 3rd and 8.
Bridgewater from the gun on 3rd down. Now he's hit, and Bridgewater.
Oh gosh, McCaffrey! No!
Tom Brady sacked.
Second time in this game, Charles, the ball has squirted out from his hands. Luckily, his teammate was there to pounce on it.
You're right. Got the lucky bounce.
That was
able to retain
McCaffrey's fault
possession.
also.
You know, we often talk about the combine and why do we measure quarterbacks' hands. Is that really a big deal? It's for situations like this. Do you have the hands big enough and strong enough to hold onto the football while being jostled?
2 minutes to play, first half. It's 14-0. A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the...
And hit behind the line. He lost the football. It's
Yeah!
loose. And the Buccaneers have it.
Oh, I don't know.
Recovered.
Whenever I see a team turn it over on back-to-back drives, fumbles on their last 2, I know one person's blood pressure who is starting to rise, and that's the head coach.
Absolutely. And when's it going to go down? When they stop fumbling?
When they stop fumbling and after he's assessed the game film, and only if they manage to win the game.
A 3-yard loss to start the drive. They'll look to make that up and then some on 2nd and 13. This is the rookie from Vanderbilt, Keyshawn.
Who is this? Put Barkley in.
He'll take this one down to about the 40. Just a yard there, so it brings up a tough 3rd and 12.
It's a gain of a yard, and it's 3rd down.
The Panthers turn to their nickel set here as they get ready for 3rd down. Now a shot taken on 3rd down, but it's going to wind up incomplete.
They certainly had good starting field position on that drive, but couldn't do anything
We're
with
on
it
that.
after 3 plays. Have to admit that that's a disappointing
Oh,
end
yeah.
to excellent field position. When that drive started, they had 6 points that they were thinking about.
That's roughing the passer, bro.
But it winds up to be incomplete. Well, their first 4th down attempt earlier was successful. This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. And they've
Fumble.
sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
But this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator?
Guys, horrible.
Sometimes they just make a joke. All right, guys, have your fun.
Just jokes the whole
Let's
team.
get back on track here, and sometimes that'll work just fine.
I guess it's time to
Like,
lean
what the
on
fuck?
that leadership. Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10. From the red zone now, Bridgewater. Open man is Samuel.
I'm
Complete.
sorry.
And he will take it across for a Panthers touchdown. Curtis Samuel, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Panthers are able to get this back within a touchdown. The way this one was going, you just got the sense they needed something before half. They've at least got something on the board now. Still trailing, but a good sign.
That takes me back to our preseason tour of NFL camps. You remember we talked with that one coach who said his emphasis this year was scoring in the last 2 minutes of a half, heading into the locker room. This hits it right there. Take that momentum, take that good feeling, and take the locker room, regroup, and start over. They got it here.
They did indeed. A lot of football, full half to be played.
The Bucs take over 1st and 10.
And Tampa Bay trots out there now. And it's only November, but the playoffs, we know how it works. They'll be here before you know it. If it ended today, they would be the #1 seed.
And that's a great spot to be in. But I love the phrase, if it ended today. And
That's literally so dumb.
That's
not a penalty. That is a penalty, bro.
It's not ending today. So they got to continue to play the type of ball that put them in the spot where they're #1 in their conference.
Brady's incompletion on 1st down leads to a... It got his man complete. The Bucs forced to use their 3rd and final timeout, as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the 1st half. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. He'll let this go for the end zone. And he's got it. Caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. Julio Jones with touchdown number 2 in the game, and now 11 on the year. It took them an extra look, but they found out it is a touchdown. Indeed, the official says this one counts. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
I should have just...
Popular down near the goal line. Quick slant. Nice job there to get in, knock it away.
It was, and one of the other things you're concerned about when you throw that route is to make sure your offensive linemen use their leverage to get the hands of the defensive front down so you can throw it through that little bit of crowd and get it to the receiver. In this event, they did it, but a nice play by the defender knocking it away.
The Panthers take over 1st and 10 at their own 28-yard line.
The Panthers out
We're
there
the
ready
#1
to begin
seed.
their next drive. And you're under a minute to go in the half. A first half that hasn't been particularly kind to you. Now he's hit, and Bridgewater loses the football.
Get the freaking ball,
Jeez. The
jeez.
Panther was able to get on this, so Carolina keeps the ball. Able to fall on it,
Play
but look
deep.
where they recovered it. That's a big
Go,
loss.
Misty.
A lot of bad news on that play for them, wasn't there? Lost the football, lost a lot of yardage, I think the good...
And the ball is knocked out, and it's picked up by the Buccaneers. And
Yeah!
back. Can you believe it? An offensive disaster on the final play of the first half.
They just had to hold on to the ball.
The Bucs will set up.
Huge play for the defense. What a turn of events. They get the fumble return for a touchdown. The last play of the first half.
And how about the defense providing a score, amping up not just themselves, but the entire team as they head into the locker room.
And does that change the locker room speech at half?
There shouldn't be much of a speech necessary now. They've got things going their way.
So we reach halftime in what's been a fairly one-sided game so far. As we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando, that's where we find Jonathan Coachman, ready with our EA Sports halftime report. Coach.
All right, Brandon, thank you very much. More from you two in a minute, but first, let's take a spin around the NFL and see what's going on here in week number 10. We'll begin our tour up at First Energy Stadium in Cleveland, and it's the Browns who have the lead in the second quarter. Jarvis Landry, a touchdown reception. From there, we'll head to Green Bay. Check out the Packers at home, Lambeau, and they...
And okay, so much for our halftime break. Apparently we're going to get right back to it. The Bucs with a lead, and they'll get the football first as the second half is underway. Spinning away. And he takes this near the 25. Just a little pass there. Call it the 26.
At their own 26-yard line.
And now let's discuss Julio Jones. And the previous drive put him up over 1,000 yards for the season. So now it's what you like to refer to, my friend, as gravy time, right?
It is. I mean, he's done it, right? He's accomplished the goal. So the good players, they relax a little, they bask in it. They think this is, okay, we've done what we set out to do. The great players decide to push that number as high as they possibly can. I don't expect him to have any let-up in his game the rest of the way.
Great thing if you're on the opposite side. He's such a weapon. He just opens things up for the other guys around him.
Yeah, if you're the opposite receiver, you should expect a few passes to come your way, too, because I've got to kick coverage in his direction.
And that is caught one-handed. Oh, my, he pulled it in.
To Julio Jones.
It's a big play there for the Buccaneers. 51 yards.
Buccaneers.
I don't think we'll ever get enough of watching one-handed catches, and when they pay off, they are spectacular. But how about the times they don't pay off?
Well, he challenged the play. It did not pay off.
And that means he lost a timeout in that challenge.
And as a coach, you hate that. Don't know if you took the advice of the player, you threw it yourself, but it didn't go your way.
At the end of the day, it all comes back to the head coach. He has the final determination on whether to actually challenge the play or not. In this case, it didn't pay off.
And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Buccaneers. O.J. Howard, his second touchdown on the season as the Buccaneers tack on to their lead. And now Coach Bruce Arians has made the call. His guys will go for two.
And what a weapon he is at the tight end spot, because when they throw him the football downfield, they count on him getting additional yardage almost every time. And that's exactly what he did there. Caught that, ran with it, all the way to the end zone.
And following the touchdown now, it's Bradley Pinion on to kick this one away. A fairly short kick from the 14. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28.
At their own 28-yard line.
This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter three, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned, because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us. And sometimes they
Read
throw
option
that
just
big play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after them early and try and create a big play to give themselves some momentum.
See what they have up their sleeve. Here's a pass swung out left to his running back.
McCaffrey
And
juking me.
brought down a little shy of the 35.
Get your bum on.
56.
You bum.
Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3.
At the 36-yard line.
Throwing. Bridgewater. Blitz coming and down
Bum
he
looking,
goes.
bum looking, bum, bum, bum.
Sack.
Bridgewater.
Brandon, I think you understand the type of afternoon this offensive line is having. It is a long one for them. Long for you to spend it with me. Long for them trying to block those guys. They've given up a whole lot of sacks, and the speed and quickness of that defensive line is eating them alive.
Nothing open downfield. He keeps it himself for 11 and a first down.
We just saw a nice example of why teams often bring in baseball guys to teach quarterbacks how to slide in key situations. You want to protect your franchise guy. Make sure he doesn't get hurt. He did exactly that on that play. A slide to avoid the big hit and pick up a first down.
Destroying this defense.
Third quarter from Charlotte. From the gun, Bridgewater. Escaping the pressure right. He's going to take off with it. He'll end up getting 5 out of that, but now they're looking at third down.
It's a gain of 5. Brings up 3rd and 5.
Out of the gun, Bridgewater. Quick
No
slam,
first.
caught by Moore.
Waters pass.
Well, this is going to depend on the spot, but it's not a very generous one. He looks to be about a yard or so short.
So much about offense is what you call hidden yardage. You know, you throw the ball to someone, they catch it, and then they can make a big play. You know, they create a play, run after catch. They did a really nice job here of limiting that and keeping him from a first down.
Yeah, stopped him in his tracks. I'm kind of surprised by that they kicked the field goal. I guess you get some points, but this deficit third quarter, I don't know.
Yeah, I don't either. Yeah, I'm with you on that one. When you're down that much, kicking a field goal, does it feel a little bit maybe waving the white flag? You just want to get out of here? Yeah, I think you got to go ahead and try and get some bigger points on the board.
The Bucs take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard
Getting set to go again on offense. We get a peek at Julio Jones now. And I know that they've double-teamed him a couple times, but not a ton. Whatever they're doing isn't working. He's up over 100 yards. We'll see how they adjust.
And when they do that, they weaken their defense in other places as well. And how many times have we done games where we've seen a guy have a big game like this, but it's usually not by himself, is it? Usually it opens it up for other people to have big games as well.
Looking deep for Julio. It's caught inside the 25. And all the way down to the 22-yard line.
In our pregame meeting, all they talked about was keeping him hemmed in and wanting him to make his throws from the pocket because they knew he was pretty dangerous if he got outside, and he just showed it.
And he's into the end zone for a Tampa Bay touchdown. A 22-yard touchdown grab. And this Buccaneer offense, they're running away with this one. So what can Brady do here is he'll lead his guys up to go for 2.
And this is obviously quite a performance. And most of the time when we talk about someone putting a team on their back, I think we're talking about a guy who runs the football. In this case, it's a guy out wide catching it, and he's done exactly that, truly leading his team right now towards victory.
3 touchdown catches. He's been the headliner.
I'm just going to throw it up to whatever.
At their own 27-yard line.
The Carolina offense about ready to go. They have been struggling. I would imagine at halftime they went through some possible changes. Well, those changes aren't working, so now where do you go?
I think that now it's much more in their head. And what I mean by that is just what you said. You've gone over the changes. I bet they were pretty clinical at the half, not too emotional. They might need to go to the emotional side because you've got to find something.
And now nothing but green ahead of him. The 30, 10, touchdown, Carolina. Robbie Anderson, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Panthers are able to cut into this lead. And sometimes those slants, they can be so tough to defend after the catch. It just happens so quickly.
And really, what gets set up there is how quickly everything happens. Ball's out of the hands of the passer in a hurry, and he just takes it and goes.
He went all the way into the end zone. And his kick is good, but flags come in. Looks like we're going to get a roughing call here on the follow-through. Well, we looked at each other right away. We knew that flag was coming out.
And I always enjoy the conversation post because officials always tell you, I don't want to throw the flag, but you caused the play. You did it. I had to.
After the roughing penalty on the PAT, they'll kick off from 15 yards. carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
25-yard line.
And now let's discuss Julio Jones. And I think we both agreed he could have a really good game with this matchup, but over 200 yards now.
I don't think we saw it as that good. And I think what really makes it special is when games like this are occurring, it's not just getting locked in and in the zone and on a roll. It's continuing to adjust throughout the game because, you know, the defense is kicking coverages towards him, trying their best to slow him down, and he keeps getting the better of them.
Yeah, whatever they've done, it hasn't worked. So 1st and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second half blowout material. The Pro Bowl wideout Julio Jones is intended receiver, but it's going to be 2nd down.
I like the thought process there. They connected on a big play, and sometimes you find the defense vulnerable. So they went for the bigger shot, went for it all on that one. This time, they were ready for it.
Looking downfield for Jones. And that will be incomplete. Trying to dial up the long way out there, but it'll be 3rd down. So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10. Looking deep for Julio. And this is caught inside the 5. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. What a game it's been for this duo.
They remind me of a good comedy team. They know how to play off of each other so well, no matter how one...
And he hauls it in for the Buccaneer touchdown. 5 touchdown passes now for Tom Brady, and this Buccaneer offense is running away with this one.
You have fun with this one, partner?
I am. I mean, he's been fun to watch under center.
We always talk about, getting to the next level, right? When we see people get into the zone, this guy's in the master class right now. What a performance he's putting on, just carving them up.
4 touchdown passes, carving him up is right. Seems like everything he throws is going to be a completion and going in the end zone.
To kick off for Tampa Bay.
Now Pinion with the kickoff honors following the touchdown. Pulls it in at the 13. And out a little across the 25 to the 27.
At their own 27-yard line.
Carolina getting set to take the field. And last time the formula was pretty simple. 1 play drive, long pass. That maybe they just want to do that again, right?
And that's exactly how you want to draw things up. Whether it's on your grease board, right, in your playbook, 1 play drive is exactly what you want on offense. What they have to be careful of is not having a letdown. It was fairly easy last time. They can't expect that going forward.
And we'll see if it's that easy here. Pass incomplete, but the flag in the backfield, and this might be a roughing call.
Personal foul, roughing the passer, defense.
This is unbelievable.
Maybe a frustration penalty there because he's picked them apart.
They've tried their best to get to him and haven't done it successfully. A penalty as a result of that hit there.
And a flag comes in as that one falls incomplete. Well, let's see who this is on.
Roughing the passer, defense.
Why the Fortnite community has gone downhill and other games have taken this.
The hit comes late. We saw it. There's your flag.
And we know that there's a guideline, right? Ball's gone. You get 1 step. If you're within 1 step of the quarterback, you can hit him as long as it's still done legally. But anything outside of that, looks like an extra step was involved.
And he'll go down, and that will do it for the 3rd quarter of action. And we're back now in Charlotte. And this is a blowout so far as we get set for the 4th quarter. A very one-sided affair. Bridgewater getting this complete to McCaffrey. And he's taken down, but not before reaching the 10-yard line. The end result, 21 yards.
Well, this game was decided a while ago, and that completion there is going to artificially inflate his passing numbers. So right now, the only one really applauding probably is 8.
Now the ball comes loose, and the Buccaneers have it.
And with that kind of a deficit, you can't afford to make any kind of mistakes. But it's been pretty symptomatic of what we've seen all game with them, isn't it? Down this big in the 4th quarter.
Yeah, you'd say an afternoon to forget, absolutely. Getting set to go again on offense. We get a peek at Julio Jones now. This defense, they wouldn't mind not seeing him again for a while. 3 trips to the end zone. How about that?
I think right now, they would happily go to their general manager and say, is there any way you could get a trade for him? Bring him over to our team so we don't have to cover him anymore? Because he is really having a heck of a ball game, isn't he?
Boy, he is. I
So
don't
that
know
was
when mid-game
Stretch's
trade's
initial
going to
reaction.
happen,
Now
but
his teammates Zayden and Sam also had their
almost
reactions on
intercepted
Twitter.
it.
Zayden
They
screenshot
haven't
it
picked the
and
ball
posted it.
off
He
yet.
said,
That probably
"We can't
should have
trash
been
talk
there
anymore.
first."
You gotta love
And it's
2020.
third down now.
Sam then said,
Looking
okay.
downfield for Jones. And unable to connect. Incomplete. Give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up fourth down. And with things looking pretty good on the scoreboard, they're going to keep the offense out there. They go for it here on fourth. Going deep this time for Miller. And they will not be able to hook up there. It's incomplete. Boy, going for it at this stage in the second half, back in the shadow of your own goalpost. Explanation, please, Mr. Davis.
I'm not sure I'm going to give you a great one, but here's a thought that I had. I wonder if maybe instead...
Now he's hit. Bridgewater loses the football. But fortunately, a Panther was able to get on this, so Carolina keeps the ball. We hear them discuss red zone efficiency a lot, CD, and they almost gave that one up in the red zone. Luckily, they'll have another shot.
And you and I both know that every offensive coordinator, play caller in the league, they take particular delight in their red zone calls because those are the payoff ones. But you can't call a play if your team doesn't have the ball. You got to secure it.
And they won't fare much better here as he maybe gets back to the line. Call it no gain that time, and now it's third and goal. So stuff for no gain on second down brings up a pretty interesting third from this distance.
I'm throwing the ball, and I'm not even thinking about play pass. I'm going to let them know right away I'm throwing it. I'm probably giving my quarterback some room, spread him out to one side or the other, and give him an opportunity if it breaks down, he can take off and run for it.
Just a gain of 2 there, and it's going to bring up a fourth down. Well, if this defense can hold them to a field goal here, what a win that would be.
Not just a win on the possession, but psychologically take over the ball game. But this started with first and goal, so they were in 4-down territory right from the beginning. I say you finish it off and go for the touchdown.
So much. Every 5 rushing yards your opponent has, you have to do one sit-up at the end of the game.
Well, in the grand scheme of things, those 3 points likely not going to matter much, but I guess they get a little closer, a little more respectability.
Yeah, you're exactly right. They've been outplayed all game long, but like my mom used to tell me all the time
You
before
guys
I
have
went
to
out,
torture me like this.
dress
We
up a
all
little
know
bit, son.
that
Make
I'm
yourself look
severely
good.
out of shape.
That's what
Welcome
they're
to
doing.
Packdown, everybody. A ton of stuff going down. Strap in your seatbelts. First things first, though, don't worry. I didn't forget our 5
And now let's discuss Julio Jones.
Let's go ahead.
So far, he has the trio of touchdowns. Obviously, it's been a pretty good game for him.
But this were hockey, they'd be throwing their hats out on the ice for the hat trick, right? I'm not sure exactly what you do in the NFL, except
much as I have, it
and
would mean the
continue to
world
hope you
to
see a
go
little
down
bit
there
more
really
of this.
quickly
What a
and drop
tremendous
in
game.
like
You
on
want to
this
start a new
video.
tradition?
I'd
What
like
can
to
we throw
mention
on
that
the
6
field?
Ultimate Legends
Throw the
fantasy
mic out
packs
there.
and a
A lot of
Legends
fans
cover
like that.
are going to be open today. This is the
3
bundle
touchdowns
that
so
we've
far.
all
That'll
been
leave them with a
waiting for.
third
We
and
have held
2
on to this
coming
bundle
up. They got
for
8
what's
yards there.
like 2 months
A
now.
couple
We're just
extra
waiting
tight ends in the
the perfect
formation
day
here as
to
they
finally
line up
open
3rd
these
and
up.
2.
First round 98, John Randall, big pull. That's a sign on how the rest of this pack opening is going to go. I think we're all going to enjoy it. We don't care about the 85. It's a regular Ultimate Legend, followed by a Big X who's a 92 Howie Long. We're going to be taking him. We're going to discard some of those. We're
And he
figure
will
out what
have
we're
a
going to do.
first down
Other
as they
guys
get him to the
later.
ground at the
Obviously, we have
37.
a new defensive tackle
2 yards
for our
and
team. There's
able
no
to get the
question
first
about
down
that.
of the
We'll keep going
process.
through this. After this, there's
Not
going to be some
totally
other
home
big
free yet,
upgrades.
but
You
it's
guys
looking
know
good
we
as they
have
come up
a
first
draft
and
player
10.
in between
Just
picks
2 minutes
2 to
remaining here in the
5.
fourth
That's gonna
quarter of
be
what has
from
been a
the limited time mode
one-sided
that we
affair.
played just last week. Here we are, though, in our second round.
So it's
We all
Buccaneer
know
football
what
as
we're
we
looking
welcome
for
you
here.
back.
This could
And let's
be
see
it.
what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Shrugs off another. And some room
Anyways,
to
though,
work.
I do have an idea on who I plan on
And
taking
he goes
for that
down, but
pack.
not before
It's a
getting this
big position
inside
of
the
need.
25.
Assuming you guys will probably
39 yards
agree with
there,
me
a
on
big
that. We're
one.
going to have one more
What
Ultimate
we
Legends
saw
player.
there, that's what we know that he can do. He can break tackles and turn them into big runs, and that's what he did.
3 more of the Ultimate Legends fantasy packs to go. I've seen a bunch of people hating on
Contact
I guess for the value, it's
the
not
ability
worth
to
it.
go
But for
through
this series
trash,
alone,
come out the
it
other
gives us our
side,
best chance to upgrade our
avoid
team. That's
and
why
run through
these are the packs that I
and
go
keep your
with.
balance.
Oh my goodness, Benny's looking good. Okay, they're going to give it to us here. It's a
Ball on
92.
first and 10.
Jordan Gross. I'm going to be picking him.
Call it a
and then
gain of
finally,
4 on
another
first, and that'll make it second down.
Oh,
Following the pickup of 4, here's second and 6.
Another start, no doubt about it. I'm glad to be pulling guys like this in actual packs. Obviously, most of the upgrades that we've had lately weren't technically from packs that we opened from the store. But I'm trying to think about it this way.
Brady
I leveled up my account
ball.
within a week of each other.
He's got the first down inside the 10. And down to the 7-yard line. The pickup goes for 13 and sets him up first and goal.
I know we're in the era of wide open football, a lot of spread formations, more space, but there's still a spot for power football. We just saw some of it right there. How about that run?
Yeah, breaking the tackle, and you know, late in this game, he wants the football in his hands. He's had a good day.
Chance at a golden ticket here. Our weekly Elite Fantasy.
Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feel like they're moving the ball and things are working and clicking. They think that they can bottle this and carry it with them.
And as an offensive coordinator, you just don't think you can do anything wrong. Whatever you call, run, pass, it's all going to work.
That's called being in the zone.
So for the Bucs, the great run they've been on continues as they move to 9-1 now. And they'll return home next week to take on the LA Rams. Meanwhile, for Carolina, they're going the wrong way as this will drop them to 3-7 now on the year. And they'll get a home date next week against the Detroit Lions. Thanks for tuning in, everybody. Alongside Charles Davis, we thank our entire...
lose with this, ayy, yeah, I'ma act a fool with this, ayy, yeah, I'ma act a fool with this, ayy, yeah, I'ma act a fool with this, ayy, turn the knob, camera system incredible, yeah, came for the dollars, call it vegetable, can I get the dash, can I catch me, bro, ooh, can I get the dash, can I catch me, whoa, your whole team is no competition, boy, I did it by myself, it's a solo mission, running up the charts, I'm a fool, dog. Turn the whole field to a schoolyard. Bunch of students ain't eating around here. I'm the GOAT, little man.
You have an injury from the last game. See how long they'll be out.
Show no love, got the confidence, no fear. I use a dub, I'ma win, I won't lose with this. Ay, yeah, I'ma act a fool with this. Ay, yeah, I'ma act a fool with this. Yeah, 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 I'ma act a fool with this. Okay, yeah, yeah, then I hit that.
Scouting points are earned every week. Use all of your points because a portion of the remaining points will be lost when you advance the week. Here's a list of all the players that will appear in the upcoming draft. Select a player to learn more. Select to scout this player and unlock his best skill. Use this info. Each skill unlock will cost you scouting points. Unlock this player's true skill ranking to see if he is a diamond in the rough. You just found a diamond in the rough. Other teams will...
Only winning is exception, ain't no truce. Ain't no dub, ain't no L on my crew. Only winning is exception on my crew. Yeah. Ain't no dub, ain't no L. I use a dub, I'ma win, I won't lose with this. Ay, yeah, I'ma act a fool with this. Ay, yeah, I'ma act a fool with this. Yeah, 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 I'ma act a fool with this. Okay.
Players have contracts that are about to expire. Re-sign them so you don't lose them to free agency. These players are on the last year of their contract. Re-sign them so you don't lose them next season. Cap room is how much money you have to spend on new. The closer your contract proposal is to desired contract, the higher the... This is the player. This is the development trait. Superstar. This is the abilities tab. Here you can see what abilities a player has.
got a brand new visor, yeah. Your friend smart, but my boy's wiser, yeah. Get the job done like the equalizer. Now I'ma grab another drink, cause tonight I'ma die like Michael Phelps. Hey, diving in this pool. I don't know what we have. Hey, I'm just telling you the truth. I heard a flare gun, I'm ready to race. No, I don't fear none, I'm stuck in my ways. They say I'm the chosen one, see it in my face. Get this one and I'm holding on, I can't be replaced. I just take a sip, but it's sprit, we on track for the win. Celebrate the win again, celebrate the win again. Take a sip, but it's sprit, we on track for the win. Celebrate the win again, celebrate the win again. It's triumphant, look, let's bump it. Don't mind me seizing the moment, energy up my body burning. And my stomach keep on turning, stop moving, I can't control it. On my last breath and I can't hold it, you gotta give it all I got. This for the ones that think I'm joking. This for real, lightweight bust off half a. Yeah, I'm sweating, babe, must be all them happy meals. I don't know how happy feels, but damn, I'm trying to find you. Say I got sex appeal, I think it's cause I wear a flat gun. I'm ready to race, no, I don't fear none. I'm stuck in my ways. They say I'm the chosen one, see it in my face. Get this one and I'm holding on, I can't be replaced. I just take a sip, but it's split, we on track for the win.
Oh, there you go. That's the right. I don't need you. I don't need you.
Start your week by installing your game plan.
We're gonna lose this. We're literally gonna lose this. We're gonna lose, I guarantee you. Guaranteed I'm out. I'm out. I have to play this. I've been a king and I've been about mine. Never could doubt mine. They running the route. I leave the outline when I hit here for the keeps. Had to make out with the beats. Got family to feed. Third cold with the trophies to beat. He ain't got me in the game now. Breed on with the game now. They're here with a lane now. My home second with a rain now. Legendary on the field. Kind of drip is a skill. It's the highest cause of bill. Ain't nothing just to heal.
James Stadium in Tampa, Florida. It's week 12 of the NFL on EA Sports.
Few better places in the country weather-wise this time of year than this one right here, Tampa, Florida, and beautiful Raymond James Stadium. Straight ahead, we've got a good one on tap here between the Kansas City Chiefs and the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. Taken at the 15. And look at this. Right away, a loose football. And it's picked up by the Buccaneers.
The play. Recovered by the Bucs.
Well, it's hard enough to play on the road in this league as it is. But to start on the road with a fumble on the opening kickoff, just not the precedent you obviously want to set.
Not at all, and now it's just words because they've talked about it all week. From the time they start game planning for this one, remember, going into hostile territory, we have to set the tone right in the beginning, and they do the exact opposite.
Pick up a 3.
The numbers last week for Shady McCoy. 21 carries, 66 yards.
And I'm eager to see how they deploy him in this game. Last week, a heavy workload. Do they decide to bring that down a little bit and try and keep him fresh? Or do they say, guess what? He's locked in. Keep handing him the football.
And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. Brady on target to Gronk. First down, Buccaneers.
I do believe we'll see a little bit more of this as this game progresses, because when you can have that type of a gain in the middle of the defense, it hurts them in so many ways because...
And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Buccaneers. Mike Evans with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Bucs have taken a first quarter lead. Well, that's how they envisioned it, get the football to start the game and score.
And I don't know if that was scripted, was it an audible, or was it just a play call that they had in their pocket? No matter what, they had the right call on against the right defense, and they end up in the end zone.
Now here's a look for the end zone, but that one's going to wind up incomplete.
That keeps the score.
I'm just learning how to spell analytics, and I need to get that down because it's going to be a huge part of the NFL game going forward. I think that was the call there, trying to go for 2 after that touchdown.
Yeah, opening drive, you not only do you get the 6, but fully seize momentum with the 8, and unfortunately they couldn't do it. Now a hit and a loose football.
Fumble on the play. Recovered by the receiving team.
Time to see what Patrick Mahomes can do here with his first possession. The quarterback out of Texas Tech getting set to lead this KC Chiefs offense.
And he ought to have a lot of pep in his step after last week's performance, because he did exactly as you want him to play if you're a coach. 3 touchdown passes, 0 interceptions, which usually means you're making a lot of right decisions out there.
And got him the win. Give him 10 yards there, and about by the nose of the football, he's going to have a first down. Throwing on first down is Mahomes. And now the ball's out, fumble near midfield. And it's picked up by the Buccaneers. And they'll take over inside the 45 at the 44-yard line. There are 2 words that we hear coaches say all of the time. One starts with a B, one starts with an S, ball security.
And they preach it. They have it up in meeting rooms, right? You see the signs. They talk about it all the time. But still, when you got defenders out there who are preaching, hey, we're going to take the ball away from you, no matter what position you play, you've got to take care of the rock.
Oh, so close to an interception. Read that beautifully. Got his hands on it, couldn't get it. And it's second down.
That was
well, Brady gets away with one. Lucky, could have been intercepted, but it falls to the ground. Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Looking deep for Julio. Got a man, it's caught at the 6-yard line. And he takes it down deep into enemy territory. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
When they've needed a play this year, he's certainly been the guy to deliver it. As this season has gone on, he's been awfully consistent and sometimes spectacular.
Now a throw to the end zone on 1st down, but it winds up incomplete. It was Tyrann Mathieu, the Honey Badger, there to knock it away. Line of scrimmage, again the 4-yard line. 2nd and goal. Now a 2nd down throw for the end zone, but it's incomplete. Mike Evans, the one he was looking for. But now it's 3rd and goal. Again, they'll throw with Brady. And he's got Gronkowski. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. Tom Brady with 2 first-quarter touchdown passes. And the Buccaneers here finding a way to stretch their lead.
You get down near the goal line, this is where having a sure-handed tight end becomes a luxury. And it pays off big time, especially when the defense sells out against the run. And he finds himself open for an easy touchdown.
Extra point up and good by Succop. And the lead now stands at 13.
Bradley Pinion to kick off for Tampa Bay.
And following the touchdown now, it's Bradley Pinion on to kick this one away. Taken at the 15, a short kick. A lane opens here. He's past the 30.
The Chiefs take over 1st and 10 at their own 36-yard line.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And they had the fumble last time that led to a touchdown. That's a no-no. We'll see what they... And oh, he coughed it up. And it's picked up by the Buccaneers. And he returns it into enemy territory down to the 45-yard line. Now we're going to get a timeout. Appears we've got an injured Buccaneer. While the training staff works on him, we'll step aside and be right back. the fumble recovery. Brady looking downfield for Jones. And it's knocked away and incomplete. The Honey Badger, Tyrann Mathieu, there defensively to make the play.
That was nice work there defensively to force incompletion. Now, even though this drive started in plus territory, they're still not in field goal range yet. So they can work towards another couple of stops and not allowing that turnover to hurt.
What is field goal?
And that'll be incomplete. We do have a penalty flag down, however. Let's see what that's about. Trying to disrupt Julio Jones there, the intended target. A little too close, got the flag thrown.
I'm not sure anyone can cover Julio Jones one-on-one for very long without getting their share.
And he'll take it into the end zone. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. LaShawn McCoy, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Bucs are going to add on to their lead. What a first quarter. Boom, you're up 3 scores just like that, and the offense clicking.
And they're thinking to themselves, we can totally overwhelm this team. Now flip it over. They're going to get the ball back.
Yeah.
Can't panic here. Talk to yourselves one play at a time to try and get back in.
And that's cliche, but really that's the message. This is still very early on in the game. We're in the first quarter.
If you look at it as down 20, then you almost have no shot.
Now Pinion with the kickoff honors following the touchdown. Taken at the 15, a short kick. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line.
At their own 29-yard line.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And some dangerous territory. You're already down 3 scores. A 3-and-out here or an inability to put any points up. This one might be over by half.
Yeah, and what you also have to guard against is calling every play for a big shot downfield. You know, thinking you're going to get all these points back on one drive. You're not. And last time I looked, it's still the first half. I'm not saying you have ultimate patience here, but you also don't have to go ahead and force everything either.
His throw incomplete. The Pro Bowler Tyreek Hill, the intended receiver. And that takes us from 2nd to 3rd down. They come up to the line now facing a 3rd and 10 after the incompletion.
Yards to go.
Complete, the tight end Kelsey. And this play comes to a halt at the 33, and obviously that's well short of the first down. On 4th down, A.J. Cole comes on to punt. Back deep, Jadon Mickens. He was called on 3 times in the win last week as his first one here's away. Spinning past him. A good kick that time, but also a pretty good 15-yard return. And the Bucs will get ready to go on offense.
30-yard line.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over.
That's caught inside the 20. And he's into the end zone for a Tampa Bay touchdown. Julio Jones. Touchdown number 15 of the year. As the Buccaneers tack on to their lead. And now Coach Bruce Arians has made the call. His guys will go for 2. From the gun, it's Brady. And unable to connect. They don't get the 2-point conversion here.
That keeps the score. Buccaneers 20.
So unable to throw it in for 2 from the 2. Let me ask you, as a former DB, what changes there around the goal line on a 2-point conversion as far as how you're defending?
You just make sure you never back up and you never retreat. You establish yourself really on the line of scrimmage, put your heels on the goal line at worst. And if they're going to throw the ball, make them throw it over your head because they're going to run out of space because of the back of the end zone. Never let a guy catch one in front of you.
KC's offense ready to take over. And 3 and out on the last drive. No points on the scoreboard. A little soul-searching now?
I would say so. And they need to help out their defense a little bit. They've had to be on the field a lot more than normal, put them in some tough spots. But what's the old adage? When you get another chance, it gives you a better chance to do it right.
Up 2nd and 10. At the 28-yard line.
Now Mahomes throwing on 2nd down. That's complete to his tight end, Seals Jones.
Seals my butthole.
Complete to Sammy Watkins.
So they escape, so to speak, maintaining the football. Defensively, though, opportunity miss.
It definitely was, because that's all defenses talk about. Getting the football and either advancing it the other way or just getting possession and turning it over to their offense. That can be a little bit deflating. You're exactly right. A lost opportunity.
12 more yards there and another first down. So from Buccaneer territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line. Here's a throw out wide, complete to his running back right side. And that play goes nowhere. Taken down, losing yardage at the 50, right at midfield.
Brings up 2nd and 20.
We are in for a good one as we're through one on EA Sports. From midfield, here's Mahomes. Caught, Kelsey, left side. Now we have Kelsey, slow to get back to his feet. Appears to be shaken up. While the trainers take a look, we'll step aside. They'll need to get this to the 38. That's where the first down marker is here on 3rd. And again, it's Mahomes. And he's going to be sacked. They sack him back right at the midfield stripe. Levante David making his presence felt in the backfield.
Well, the pass rush has been a real strength of late. They know how to get after the quarterback.
Absolutely. 4 sacks last week. That's their first one here. Anything in particular you've seen from them or on film?
I think that they're winning athletically up front, winning those one-on-one battles, but also when the offensive line wants to keep everyone in and mass protect, they know how to scheme their way back to the...
So well done there, and these punters, they get more specialized and better each and every year, don't they?
They sure do, and now it's really not the American punters. It's the Australian punters with their kicking academies and that flat drop and just kind of kicking the nose of the football. They're able to almost stop it where they want to, like a good golfer can check one up.
Well, this is taken in. It's complete. And they finally take him down, but not before he reaches the 43.
1st and 10 at the 43-yard line.
So forget about being backed up. Here's a 1st and 10 all the way across midfield.
Yes, sir.
He lets this one fly toward the back of the end
yes,
zone.
Sir! Julio Jones is too good. He's too good, bruh. He's the best. He's a GOAT. Just imagine if he gets traded to the Buccaneers, baby. Baby, when you got me, yeah, we got
There's another example. They did it again. This offensive coordinator, right now, you can write his ticket towards being a head coach. He's advanced in the ways of offense.
Bradley Pinion to kick off for
And following the touchdown now, it's Bradley Pinion on to kick this one away.
Maybe all, if you got more. If this was actually a real like season, Julio would be all over him.
The KC offense and Clyde Edwards-Helaire getting the ball back here. And for him, it's been pretty limited involvement down on the scoreboard. Maybe time to turn to this guy.
And you know me well. Winning games to me means starting with the running game and continuing to press the running game. Maybe you go away from him a little bit now, but the bottom line is he hasn't touched it enough to make a difference.
Well, they haven't established that running game yet. The question is, will they? One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. Here's Edwards-Helaire. And Ndamukong Suh makes the tackle. Good job there keeping him to a short gain. Of course, he's coming off a really terrific performance, reigning NFC Defensive Player of the Week.
And I know people get caught up in, well, if you're the reigning Defensive Player of the Week, you must have made a bunch of spectacular plays. You mixed in a few of those, but most of the plays are just like we saw there. Keep them to short gains, make the fundamental tackle.
Give them 14 on that one and a first down. Mahomes firing complete. Now Robinson coughs up the football. It's loose. And it's picked up by the Buccaneers.
Complete. A fumble on the play. Recovered by the...
We have seen this before. and we know coaches preach about this and work on it all the time. Catch the ball. You know there's going to be some traffic somewhere. They've got to put it away and secure it as they try and get downfield.
This is caught. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Buccaneers. 5 touchdown passes now for Tom Brady. And this offense is running away with this one.
Well, this is exactly where I expect teams to take a shot. Right after a turnover, you count on the defense being a little bit jumbled coming out on the field, maybe catch them back on their heels, and that's exactly what they did there. They threw it downfield and really created a big play.
You said jumbled. They were the definition of jumbled defensively. One play and into the end zone.
For Tampa Bay.
Now Pinion with the kickoff honors following the touchdown. A fairly short kick from the 14. And able to get this out to the 25.
1 and 10.
25-yard line.
Tyreek Hill making his way back out towards the huddle.
Tyreek Hill
With
ain't
them
no
losing here in the
faster than
second
this
quarter,
dummy.
his limited productivity so far, you'd have to think they're going to try to look to him a little bit. And down he goes, a Buccaneer sack. Levante David able to get in there for his second sack of the afternoon.
Well, competition comes up in so many different ways, and right now, this unit, their competition is who's going to get to the quarterback the most times. How about 5 sacks last week? We just saw their first one of this game.
Here's a throw right side, taken in by his tight end. And he gets this up just shy of the 30 to the 29 before he's out of bounds.
I know, I'm not. I haven't
2
even
minutes remaining in this first half of football. They had the catch on second down, but it didn't help at all, and now they're looking at third down here. We remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll send you cross-state to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman will have all the stats and all
Trump
the scores
2020, Trump is your president. I don't care if you like that or not.
A gain of 7, and they pick up the first.
Oh, they're close.
On the out route.
Oh, no, they're not.
It's picked up by the Buccaneers.
Oh, no, you didn't.
So, partner, that play broke huge.
Yes, sir, you lost the ball, boy.
After the catch, he does actually turn into a running back.
Go, Julio.
In this case,
that's not his role.
Julio from the fucking blue.
Because he didn't do what? He didn't secure the football. And if he had done that, that play would have been spectacular.
Julio!
He turns it over.
Yeah, a big
You got more!
That time for Tampa Bay. 46 yards. So the line of scrimmage moves all the way across the 50 now as they come up 1st and 10. And nearly picked it off. He had a chance to come down with that in the end zone, but it'll wind up just being incomplete. Brady will try again on second down. Looking deep for Julio. And
Julio is your president. I don't care if you like that or not.
Safety. That brings up third down. This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10. Meanwhile, on third down, they take a shot at the end zone, but it's incomplete. The secondary has been roasted in this first half, but they get a measure of revenge there. Nice play on the deep ball.
Oh, God.
But that's one step in the proper direction.
They're triples.
And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Bucs try it on 4th down, but come up empty. And the Chiefs' defense comes up with a stop. Throwing on 1st down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. Sammy Watkins, the intended receiver. That'll bring up 2nd down.
We're getting there.
So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10. Caught out left side by Robinson.
Ow! That hurt me. That hurt me that he just did not do that.
His 2nd touchdown on the season. And it may only be for pride now, but the Chiefs get a bit closer.
Yeah, you heard it, right? Exhale, exhale, and I'm taking that from there.
Shawty like a wispy for
before the
real.
half, they find a way to get the ball in the end zone and get.
And now it's blocked. The Bucs pick it up. And I think he's going to go. They're not going to get him. He's at the 40. Past the 20.
Here we go.
And all the way into the end zone, and that's 2 points. this one off.
Thing evergreen, bro.
Taking it about the 1. Oh, good return up past the 30. Past midfield.
Almost a punt return. That's what I like to see, bro.
I know the special teams coach will not permit himself a smile here, but inside he's glowing. This is what he practices for. This is what he's
Go Jones, go, go, go. Go
Jones. And his team in
Jones.
to score points.
All day.
An absolute dream return.
How many people just did that?
Intended for Julio Jones. Incomplete.
Intended for your mama.
Incompletion on first down leads to a 2nd and 10.
Oh, he's overrated.
Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20. Working from the gun, it's Brady. That is caught inside the 5. And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. So due to time constraints, we move you forward in today's broadcast to the beginning of the 3rd quarter.
Screw you.
Butker now to kick this one away. Taking it about the 1.
Collecting ankles out here, baby.
Just shy of the 25.
On the return, the Bucs take over 1st and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
Obviously, McCaffrey's going to be making plays.
Julio Jones now. And we get a peek at the kind of game he's having. It's been a good game. 8 catches now, Charles.
Everyone likes to spread the ball around.
And another
catch it and touch it. Get a lot of guys involved, but sometimes when you have the hot hand,
PI.
taking care of business in their part of the field, you have to keep going back to them.
This home crowd, they're happy with that call.
I like the way you said happy there, right? The so-called good guys didn't get a call. They feel like it's been that way all afternoon. You feeling their pain?
They finally got one.
Yes, they did.
And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. Well, they found him 8 times in that first half, and this is his first catch of quarter number 3. Now McCoy. And that'll move him a little closer as he takes it from the 7 down to the 4-yard line.
The way things have gone in this one, the running game's been something of an afterthought, and that's not been too bad for them, has it?
Yeah, the offensive returns have been good, but I guess we figured he in the ground game would be a bit more involved. And he can't corral it. Maybe a big missed opportunity there defensively in the end zone. And now 3rd down. Shotgun now for Brady. And it's incomplete, broken up. But there is a flag down. Let's see what that's about. So instead of 4th down, 1st down.
Well, so much for winning the down you put a lot of emphasis on, because 3rd down is key for offense and defense. Instead, you're going to stay on the field and start a new set of downs.
To throw is Brady. And he hauls it in for the Buccaneer touchdown. Julio Jones there to make the grab as his guys continue to pour it on.
A lot of people might call this backyard football. Sometimes just understanding who you've got out wide and who you're going to throw it to. Give him an opportunity to go up and make a play, even when contested. Looks like that one worked out pretty well. The trust factor, in effect.
That makes the score Buccaneers 53.
I think this is just going to be a function of the times we live in now. Very similar to the bat flip in baseball. Everyone's got to start to get comfortable with this. But to me, this is just rubbing it in. And you got a big lead. Go ahead and take the extra point. One thing to keep in mind, though, karma's still out there. And sometimes that's a way of catching.
Entering settings screen, you have 19 options. Menu narration option is set to off is selected.
catching up with you.
The Chiefs take over 1st and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. They are right now just ice cold. I mean, they have struggled big time in this game, and they're getting blown out. How do they adjust?
So tough because we always talk about it being a team game, and you need all 11 working well together. But every now and then, partner, you need that one guy who can make a play against all odds that maybe can ignite things. And I think that's what they're looking for right now.
Yeah, you talk about going to your playmakers. They probably need to do it.
Find someone that you're used to touching the football that makes big plays and give them that opportunity to maybe wake up everyone else.
They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3. A 2nd down completion got him 7. Now here's 3rd and 3. From the gun, it's Mahomes. And Robinson with a big catch. Now Robinson coughs up the football. It's loose. And it's picked up by the Buccaneers. And the return stops at the 39-yard line. A lot of talk this week about ball security. In fact, they added an extra period in practice to be more secure with the ball. It didn't work out there.
Well, sometimes you just get overexcited during the game. You may all of a sudden make your catch, see some open field, and decide you're going for it, and not realizing the danger lurks while you're doing so. And there's your end result right there. They've been trying and trying, but they haven't sacked him yet. He's been able to get away and make plays. Tried to make another one downfield right there, but to no avail. They'll have to keep up the pursuit, though, and not let him get hot.
And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. So the contact came before the ball got there, and the flag is thrown.
Timing is everything, isn't it? And it's so hard to cover these great receivers. They have such great body control.
And he's got it. Caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. Julio Jones there to make the grab. And the Bucs capitalize on the short field as they take it in for 6. The touchdown all set up by the big play 1 snap before, but they finish it off here with a shorter completion, this time for the score.
I like how they stuck with what got them there, right? The big pass play, got the momentum going, right? That's you create it with a play like that, and you come right back with another pass play to finalize things off.
Taken at the 15, a short kick. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30.
At their own 32-yard line.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And the turnover last time, that's sort of been symptomatic of their struggles here in this one.
Big word. I like it, though, because you're exactly right.
Like that, don't you?
All game long, they've struggled moving the ball, turning it over on the last possession. Is that word again, symptomatic?
Yeah.
I like that.
Your analysis, symptomatic of the success of this broadcast.
What I like is that you gave me the word, I just kept using it.
Throw it on a dime.
7 yards on the carry. Make it 3rd and 4 coming up.
That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play,
Hills hit, and he lost the football. And the Buccaneers have it.
Mahomes pass complete.
These defenses have become so opportunistic, and no matter what you're playing, in this case wide receiver, you got to be careful.
You certainly do, because there is a phrase in today's football that we use all the time, completing the process of the catch. Well, it's after you do that where the trouble begins, right? Meaning you've tucked it away, you're trying to get downfield, but someone's always coming up trying to rake in the ball and knock it free.
There's a ball thrown right side and complete. And he's into the end zone for the Tampa Bay touchdown. Julio Jones with touchdown number 20 on the year. And the fumble recovery leads to 6 points for the Buccaneers. From the gun, Brady. And that, boys and girls, is an NFL record 6th touchdown reception. The record has stood since 1950. What a game.
How about that? Because so many things have to go right in order for it to happen. Not just him catching the passes, someone delivering it accurately, offensive line giving them time to throw the ball. A true team record, but he stands above it because he was on the receiving end of so many great plays.
Oh, trying to gauge the sun, and he muffs it. Now a hit and a loose football. And it's picked up by the Buccaneers.
Recovered by the Bucs.
And that one is his second fumble loss. Not a good look out of your return man.
And not only does he hurt the momentum for his team or even change momentum of the game, but now they've got a decision to make on his own sideline.
Touchdown, Tampa Bay. Julio Jones. His 21st touchdown of the season. And this offense continues to pour it on. I don't even know what to say anymore. I mean, I've lost track of how many times he's been in the end zone. This is just flat unbelievable.
Doesn't matter whether you have an abacus, a calculator, just old-fashioned pencil and paper trying to total it up. The number is staggering. What a performance. This man knows how to find the end zone and make it count.
So they elect to decline it.
And why not? Just go ahead and let the play stand, and they'll take that.
Bradley Pinion to kick off for Tampa Bay.
And following the touchdown now, it's Bradley Pinion on to kick this one away. Taken from about the 12. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line.
At their own 30-yard line.
Mahomes will lead the Chiefs up 1st and 10 right at the 30. Shotgun snap to Mahomes. That one complete to Hill. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. The drive starting with a first down, 11 yards on that pickup.
And a first down, Chiefs.
They'll run. It's Edwards-Helaire. And, boy, this defense again really making things tough on him as they stop him for no gain.
No gain.
2nd and 10 now as we roll along in the 3rd quarter from Tampa.
The 41-yard line.
Working from the gun, Mahomes. And he'll find his tight end, Seals Jones. And he'll be taken down, but not
Seals your
before he
mama's
gets
butt.
into enemy territory.
That's the end of the 3rd quarter of play. With the score, Buccaneers 77, Chiefs 6.
Throwing on first down is Mahomes. And that'll be knocked away. It's incomplete.
Mahomes pass.
It certainly didn't appear that that's where he wanted to go with the ball initially, so he tried to get something out of it by dumping it off to his running back unsuccessfully.
They're going deep for Hill.
Wow, Hill catches that? Makes sense.
And he takes this into the end zone for a Chiefs touchdown. Tyreek Hill with touchdown number 8 on the year. And the Chiefs gain a bit of respectability.
Well, I do have one word for that touchdown for you, partner.
Oh, this is blocked. The Bucs pick it up. But he doesn't
yes,
get
sir.
far. They're able to stop him. And after all that, the extra point attempt unsuccessful.
So even when they get a touchdown in this game, which hasn't really been a stellar contest for them, they can't even cap it off and kick the extra point.
Yeah, just not a whole lot going right for them in this game.
I know that when they get into film, this is going to be Exhibit A about how this game went for this team. Oh, they finally score. Can't even kick the extra point.
They're on 21-yard line.
So here are the Bucs to take over on offense. They've got the lead yet again in this ball game with their winning streak right now sitting at 10. That throw by Brady incomplete. They're still throwing the football here, and obviously the incompletion stops the clock. That's a bad thing.
Feels to me like they're just keeping them honest on defense because you know they're going to stack the line of scrimmage and try and stop any type of a running play. Short little passes may work in exchange of running plays. Keep the clock moving, keep them moving.
Evan, you're bad.
Downs just as good as running the football. And he almost intercepted it. They haven't picked the ball off yet. That probably should have been their first. And it's 3rd down now. And this will not get close to the first down marker as he's brought down at the 26. It's a gain of 5 on the play, and it'll bring up a 4th down. Defensively, they had that one pretty well figured out.
Yeah, and one of the things about this play, it can be even more effective when you run a lot of motion, and there's plenty of times you don't hand it off.
And this is going to be incomplete. Boy, it looked like he had it and dropped it. And the Chiefs will have the football back in excellent field position.
So we were looking at each other up here in the booth when they went for that, saying, oh, wow, talk about trying to add insult to injury.
And he will take it on in for a Chiefs touchdown. Ricky Seals-Jones, his third touchdown now on the year. And it may only be for pride now, but the Chiefs get a bit closer.
That's a whole lot of points still to be down. But congratulations, they're still fighting, and they scored another touchdown.
My old high school coach used to say, Charles, he said, sometimes you win, sometimes you lose, and sometimes you wish you never had showed up.
Could have saved the gas money, the hotel, what have you, huh?
And they'll get him down right around the 25, actually the 26 officially, so a net gain of 1 there.
At their own 26-yard line.
Here comes the Tampa Bay offense now heading back out onto the field. And this game comfortably in hand. The scoreboard speaks for itself, but you still got your starting quarterback out there. When do you go to the backup, let him get some time?
And that's one of the great questions in the NFL, Brandon, because I'm just going to tell you, in the 2015 season, I commentated on 3 games in a row that were blowouts. And in none of them did the starting quarterback ever come out of the game for the team that had a big lead. And in each instance, I asked the coaches later on, why didn't you do that? And they all looked at me and said, just don't really do that in the NFL. You know, these guys play, and we just play them all the way through. Now, in certain situations, they will take them out, but for the most part, they're not as worried and concerned about getting them out of the game. And that's always puzzled me a little bit.
9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
Well, they've certainly been successful throwing it around in this game. That's allowed them to move the ball on offense. But I got to tell you, to watch them run the football and successfully, I'm not taking sides. But to see the ball in a running back's hands, oh, that's football for me.
Touchdown, Tampa Bay! LaShawn McCoy. His second touchdown of the afternoon as his guys continue to put this one out of reach. And now they'll empty the backfield here as they elect to go for 2.
I guess when you look back on it, it was just a matter of time until he popped a big one like that. And, you know, at halftime, you and I discussed it. They had done a nice job on him in the first half. But there were a couple of occasions where it felt like he might wiggle out of traffic and take it to the house. Finally here in the second half, that got done.
For Tampa Bay.
Now Pinion with the kickoff honors following the touchdown. Oh, trying to gauge the sun, and he muffs it. And deep in his own territory, he coughs up the football. And he returns it to the end zone. A fumble recovery touchdown for the Bucs. So they get the 1-score kickoff, get a fumble, take it right back to the house. 2 quick touchdowns within a matter of about 10 seconds on the game clock.
It's like a big 1-2 punch that may lead to a knockout.
And boy, talk about adding insult to injury. He's into the end zone to tack on 2 more.
Personally, I'd rather see him kick the extra point there than to go for 2, but it almost feels like there's a story within the story here. I mean, this isn't college. You know, size of victory, that matters in those games. Here, all you have to do is win by 1 point. That's all that you need. Instead, they go for it, get 2. You got some pretty ticked off folks on the other sideline now.
33-yard line.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
10 yards there to start the drive, and just enough by about the length of the football for a first down. Mahomes now on first down. Throw right side, going to be caught by Seals-Jones. And somewhat of a measure of revenge as he's in for the touchdown, but they still trail big time.
He'll take it, but he won't be able to smile about it. And that touchdown, well, it barely puts a dent in this lead. And unfortunately, I'm having too many flashbacks right now. I remember getting beat down like this playing before.
Oh, yeah? College, high school?
College, not a heck of a lot of fun. I still remember playing and trying to tackle an elusive tailback who scored 4 touchdowns, 226 yards. He scored so many times and had so many great runs, I knew every note to their school's fight song.
Bet that ice bath felt extra cold afterwards, too.
Oh, no, there was no ice bath. You're just trying to get out of there before the reporters got to you.
Take over first and 10 at their own 16-yard line.
Back now comes Tampa Bay. And right about now, heck, they might be wishing they did not have a bye week coming up next week. It appears they're going to go into that week off in high spirits as they've got this one well in hand. And that is incomplete.
Pass interference. Defense.
No.
So flag for the contact, pass interference.
And I know that you're going to look at me and roll your eyes, and rightfully so, because you know what I'm going to say. Doesn't the defender have a right to the football as well?
No, I don't like defenders.
That's because you spent too much time with me. Okay, I'll side with you on this one. It's the correct call. Similar to a shooter in basketball, just connected on the previous shot. They run another set for him on the next play. Now, we had a guy who made the catch. They tried to get the big one downfield, but came up empty.
Now a second down throw for the end zone, but it's incomplete. Julio Jones once again the intended target, but now it'll be third down. The Bucs on third down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 10. And now the third down throw incomplete as well.
Has to be a little bit of frustration there. Back-to-back incompletions. Receivers blanketed on both attempts, this time on third down.
Oh, that one sailed a bit, but the catch is still made. And he's going to have a first down on a gain of about 10, and that'll take us to the 2-minute warning. So it's Buccaneer football as we welcome you back. And they have just about put this one on ice as they've got it here, 1st and 10. And he overshot him there. It's out of bounds, incomplete. Julio Jones once again the intended target. And now it's 2nd down.
When you look at the scoreboard, you'd think they'd be pretty comfortable right now with this lead, but these guys are absolutely not going to let up. They want to increase their lead, and they want to do it with
After review of the play, the ruling on the field.
So the ref makes a call. No touchdown there. Wipe it off the board. Oh, he's going to let this go for the end zone. And that's going to be incomplete.
That's actually a thing.
They're trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down. Incomplete. So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10. Brady to throw again. And that is incomplete.
Normally being a big-bodied receiver plays to their advantage downfield. Go up and make the catch, take the hit, and pick up yardage. But in this case, the hit was timed really well and popped it free from his grasp.
Now they go for it on 4th, but this one is going to wind up incomplete. The Bucs try it on 4th down, but come up empty. And the Chiefs defense comes up with a stop. So they were really trying to put the nail in the coffin there already with this lead here in the 4th, but they didn't get it.
Guaranteed, it's not going to be a fun handshake in the postgame, right? You just...
Now Robinson coughs up the football. It's loose, and it's picked up by the Buccaneers. And the return here will go to the 31-yard line. And I don't know that that fumble is going to matter a whole lot. You look at the deficit here in the fourth. It doesn't matter. The coach on the sideline still scratching his head.
Yeah, not only scratching his head, but probably writing a note or two about, we're going to address this come practice next week, because maybe that's the reason we're down this far. Doesn't matter at this point, but being sloppy throughout the game, not going to help them improve.
4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a third down.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain, considering the blitz that they just had against them.
3rd and 6.
Throwing is Brady on 3rd down. And give him another 6. It's caught for a touchdown, and the blowout continues.
Well, there's just about a minute left in this game, and they're still taking it to the end zone, and you know they could have taken a knee there, but they decided to play this one all the way out, and I think their philosophy is, we're going to give you everything we've got. If we just go ahead and take a knee now, we're actually showing you disrespect that way, like taking pity on you. They're not about to do that to their opponent.
And he'll get into the end zone as the 2-point conversion is successful.
Well, I guess when you're hot, you're hot. I mean, I would just go ahead and take the extra point and move on, but apparently they've got something to prove. Almost feels like something was said this week, and they wanted to make sure that they laid it on them in this game.
A fairly short kick from the 14. And he'll
We
take
need
it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line.
At their own 26-yard line.
The Tampa Bay defense coming back out now. They haven't had their A game, but I guess because of their offense, they haven't really needed their A game, Charles.
No, they have not. They've done what they've had to do today, which is protect a pretty big lead. But it hasn't been the best day.
Sammy Watkins, he's going to go. The 20. And he's across for the touchdown.
If we can block this.
But he does get in for 6.
No wonder you're grinning. You just beat me in our fantasy league.
Indeed I did, my good man.
Harrison
And
Butler.
yeah, that touchdown counts for their team, but I think it counts more for the fantasy guys, doesn't it?
Yeah, it's just something maybe positive to look at on film, but this one's over, let's be honest.
Yeah, I agree with you totally on that one.
The extra point splits the uprights as they make the score just a slight bit more respectable here in the final quarter of play. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone, and it'll come out to the 25 as he will not attempt to return. Now the Buccaneer offense gets set to take over, and they just continue to roll right along, really. This has the looks of yet another victory as they hope to polish it off here in quarter number 4. Looking downfield for Jones. And a scary incompletion, almost picked off. It would have been their first INT of the game. Instead, second down.
At the 25-yard line.
Looking deep for Julio. He's got a man complete. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. A big pickup of 38. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. Looking downfield for Jones. And a scary incompletion, almost picked off. It would have been their first INT of the game. Instead, second down.
Second down and 10.
Brady going to look to throw. Looking end zone for Jones. And that will be incomplete.
That's a catch.
Trying to dial up. The long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down. Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Again, it's Brady. He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete. Nice job by Juan Thornhill there to get a hand in and break up the play.
After what they faced during this game where they've given up a ton of yards downfield, there has to be a measure of revenge right there for the secondary. They've been shredded throughout the game and finally forced an incompletion.
They're in the 4th quarter in Denver, and that one goes the way of the Saints.
The kick is no
Drew Brees, 2 touchdown passes in the W. Charles, 54 yards. I'm surprised that came up short.
I would agree with that one because normally, if he misses, It's accuracy, not length, because he has plenty of leg for that. But maybe it's like I hit my golf shot, you know? Maybe it's like my wedge. You know, when you chili dip and you hit the...
Down the numbers. There he goes. And somewhat of a measure of revenge as he's in for the touchdown, but they still trail big time.
He'll take it, but he won't be able to smile about it.
On for the point after.
That is a dangerous combination right there as we are learning quickly. Mahomes to Hill.
And think about the number of ways that they are dangerous, because Hill can run past anyone, so he can throw it all the way downfield to him. But also on the shorter catches, as we saw here, catch it underneath, catch it in front of someone, he makes a move or uses his speed, and he's still gone. Either way, he can go the distance.
And either way, good luck. And he's going to be out of bounds here right at the 20-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. Brady going to throw here. Looking deep for Julio. And this is, oh my goodness, he pulled it in one-handed. And this will set them up nicely deep down in KC territory. Well, Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feel like they're moving the ball and things are working and clicking. They think that they can bottle this and carry it with them.
And as an offensive coordinator, you still think you can do anything wrong. Whatever you call, run, pass, it's all going to work.
That's called being in the zone.
So for the Buccaneers, they continue to keep pace for that first-round bye as they move to 11-1. And they'll be able to enjoy this one through the bye week before they get back at it again. Meanwhile, for Kansas City, it's a loss that could hurt them come playoff seeding time as they drop to 8-3. And they'll have a tough one at home next week against the... You have a big decision here to make about one of your players.
No.
Start your week by installing your game plan.
No.
Panic camera to the middle of the dance floor. I think there's something going down. Shorty packing goods like a transport, and I ain't never seen something so round. How round? Round like a planet in orbit. Round like a b-ball. 23 Jordan, dunking on default. Automatic forces attract me to females. I look this gorgeous. How did you even come in existence? Hey, or did you just appear out in an instance? You got me all driven, revving my pistons. I wonder if she like the stick shift. Ay, count a four and make a wish. I wish that shorty keep it lit. Cause if I shoot my shot, I won't miss. No backboard, gotta sound a light switch.
Go ahead, touch down like that. 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 Hey, hey, go ahead, touch down like that. 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 Like work the middle, work the middle, work the middle, work that, work that, work the middle, work the middle, work the middle, work that, work that, work the middle, work the middle, work the middle, work that, work that, work the middle, work the middle, work the middle, work that, work that.
Hey yo, Nike check. I done made about $1 million and I'm only 19, huh? icy, water dripping on a white tee. And shorty got a man, but she saying wife me. I got checks coming in like a pair of Nikes. If I like it, then you know I'm finna get it. Hit the bag and then I flip it, watch me do it. All them on my wrist going stupid. Tryna put them on, but they never do it. Jay like, hold up, wait a minute, like don't make sense to really get it. I'm steady getting to the chicken, that tasty finger licking chicken. I mean, I'm getting to the good guap. Keep a rack in my socks. Diamonds cost me a lot, but I can check up all of my stocks. Hey yo, Nike check, t-shirt check, sneakers check, socks check, hoodie check, shorts check, Nike check. I done made about $1 million and I'm only 19. Icy, water dripping on a white tee. And shorty got a man, but she saying wife me. I got checks coming in like a pair of Nikes. If I like it, then you know I'm finna get it. Get the bag and then I flip it, watch me do it. All them on my wrist going stupid. Tryna put them on, but they never do it. Going up sky high while I'm rocking Air Force. And she just wanna ride, shorty bad and gorgeous. She was rocking stripes, said it's alright. Then I cut her off, shorty stepped on my off-whites. Okay, now wait. Gotta get the bag and racks every day. Don't tell me to relax, I can't, I'm a got a new Prestos and a J's in a way. Got a new bitch watch, but it don't take time. Might pull up on a hop if it's too hot. And he wanna play ball, hit a 3-point shot. With this mob court, got a block on lock. I done made about $1 million and I'm only 19. Icy, water dripping on a white tee. And shorty got a man, but she saying wife me. I got checks coming in like a pair of Nikes. If I like it, then you know I'm finna get it. Hit the bag and then I flip it, watch me do it. All them on my wrist going stupid. Tryna put them on, but they never do it. They like, hold up, wait a minute, like don't make sense to really get it. I'm steady getting to the chicken, that tasty finger licking chicken. I mean, I'm getting to the good guap. Keep a rack in my socks. Diamonds cost me a lot. Nike check up all of my stocks. Hey yo, Nike check.
This is second nature, all is automatic. You fools hurt, Jesus will.
irresponsible without your money or not. Thought he had a plan, but we gon' foil his plot. Heard him sneaking in, so we just ran in the spot. And then we spin the block around just like the hell in the clock. Are you irresponsible without your money or not? Thought he had a plan, but we gon' foil his plot. Heard him sneaking in, so we just ran in the spot. And then we spin the block around just like the hands on the clock. Come like a bat of the hell, I dare you to cross like a reverend. In my energy paralyzed, I'm like a finger 11. Take a second, I'm finna send it like a parent a message. You the best, if it ain't me, then you need you a confession. You a mess, you ain't scary to me. Heard you was a leader, but that ain't apparent to me. Put dust on you like cheetah, run up and I'm there in the scene. I feel just like Vegeta Prince and I'm an heir to the seat. I mean, for real. Touch the driver's sauce so I don't even grab the wheel. That's on my chest, but it don't mean the man is stealing. Mean I'm walking with some money, man, I mean a couple mil. Ew, think you need a meal. You ain't even eating while I'm feasting in the field. That's why I'm always cheesing, cause I feel like Uncle Phil. And all those losers think the freshman ain't half the man as well. Are you irresponsible without your money or not? Thought he had a plan, but we gon' foil his plot. Heard him sneaking in, so we just ran in the spot. And then we spin the block around just like the hands on the clock. Are you irresponsible without your money or not? Thought he had a plan, but we gon' foil his plot. Heard him sneaking in, so we just ran in the spot. And then we spin the block around just like the hands on the clock. You like the hands on the clock, I go back to back when I'm doing numbers. All the mad that I'm driving the bus, so they threw me under. Heard they mad, they don't wanna bust, so they boo each other. Think that they're the winning team, go losing, then they choose another. And that's okay, cause I'm competing with me, not you. I live with blessings like I can't stop sneezing, not you. I hate to break it, but me and myself top two. I blow away the competition like a bowl of hot soup. And there's no catch. I go and get the bag and I'm not bringing it back. I'm like a down QB, I put the pain in the past. And if you ever had a problem, promise I didn't ask. So it's 444 in the car, my dash. Shake a big, told them all, you went first, you last. Little boy, that's facts. I'ma throw that cash to my money.
We did a lot for the wins. Came in and drop on the 10. Now we on top once again. Yeah. I had to tighten the plan. Yeah. I got it right in the end. Now we on top once again. I don't want it if it ain't love. If it ain't, get it away from me. Who you gon' jack if it ain't us? LABB to the bakery. Some mad that I came up. I know my granny gon' pray for me. It was just us in the vacancy. We had to get it from A to B. Wheels never felt like this. 2 seats in the hills, how I feel righteous. Blue sheets for the mills, but the deal priceless. New keys can't care what's still private. I might just double it up. Did it? Never enough, I'm with it. 5, 2, 3 on the business. Whole team got wins and the wheels still spinning. I told them what I told them. We did a lot for the wins. Came in and drop on the 10. Now we on top once again. Yeah. Hey, I had to tighten the plan. I got it right in the end. Now we on top. Got a spot and it's locked to the click all in. I got ops, if he drop, I just hit my dance. I was pop, they just watched, had to take my wins. They wouldn't let me in. I've been on 10 cents. Who really holding it down? I've been holding it down and I quote it again and again. Who was the dummy that died? I'm the coldest around, but he folding again and again. I'm in the what? I'm in the day. I'm doing 30 on 30 and up. You in the what? You in the way. Either you rolling or rolling the dust. You with us or what? Keep it running. We did a lot for the wins. Came in and drop on the 10. Now we on top once again. Yeah. I had to tighten the plan. I got it right in the end. Now we on top once again. We did a lot for the wins. Came in and drop on the 10. Now we on top once again. Yeah. I had to tighten the plan. I got it right in the end. Now we on 10.
That's a lot of it. 4 coops, 4 seasons, drop the top of it. Bust down, but my wrist, time to talk a lot of. I got both my girls head to toe designer. Drip, little bit. Let me feel myself a little bit. Little bit. You ain't talking big. Get out my way, little bit. I can't hear the hate, got a lot of it. Take these bands to the bank, let them rot in it. So much ice on me, I wish I had 2 necks. I got homies that can sleep without 2. I got homies that can sleep without Gucci and Chanel, I got a lot of it. Walk up in the spot like, hey, what poppin' in? Come pop it for me, cause I'm rich and poppin' in. Yeah, drip, little bit. Let me feel myself a little bit. Little bit. You ain't talking big. Get out my way, little bit. She gon' put it on me, that's a lot of it. 4 coops, 4 seasons, drop the top a bit. Bust down, but my wrist, time to talk a lot of. I got both my girls head to toe designer. Drip, little bit. Let me feel myself a little bit. Little bit. You ain't talking big. Get out my way, little bit. West LA, that where you find me though. Cha-cha matcha with it, rocking black clothes. Whipping around that Batmobile, ducking 5-0. If you step to me, then be prepared for smoke, little bro. Let me feel myself a little bit. Let me blow this down a little bit. Little bit. Let me feel myself a little bit. Little bit. You ain't talking big. Get out my way, little bit.
I know there's probably a couple questionable ones on here, but this is tough. I didn't want to have the overall offensive line. Last but not least, though, I think this is a good one for quarterback. Like, everybody knows a quarterback. But there's going to be some people that just get furious about this. Doug Williams, Redskins QB. I mean, come on now. Free safety number 1, Antoine Bay. Like, he didn't even get any bait. What's that even mean? Right outside linebacker. Andre Campbell. This was another tough one. I had to go down to 93 overall. We got our first middle linebacker, though. We got our boy Jesse Tuggle. A lot of people I know have heard of Jesse Tuggle because of Ultimate Team. And then before Ultimate Team, have you heard of this guy? Maybe not. I don't know. Middle linebacker number 2 is going to be Landon Roberts. Left outside linebacker now. Who did I get for that? Mike Jones. And as you guys can tell, there's a theme going on now. Theme diamonds. Off the strong safety now. There's another DB. Sean Taylor. It's like, I'm kidding. I picked John Johnson. This is a more common name. But I'm ready to get different types of cards. He's only a 92, so I feel like it's fair. Quarterbacks are where it really got tough. Well, maybe not the quarterback number 1. You got Craven McClung. 4 string, Eagles quarterback. I give me 4 string Eagles quarterback.
Automatic is a habit, you should know it's
all you ever do is complain. Another quarterback number 2. We're going to throw Javarius Ward into the mix here. Not Denzel Ward. This is Travarius. Not Denzel, Travarius. Not Hines, Travarius. I put Jason Seward at cornerback number 3. Fun fact, apparently he's the only white quarterback. This next one is one that I might get hate for.
From Raymond James Stadium in Tampa, Florida.
99. Ultimate legend, Simeon Rice.
It's the NFC Divisional Round Playoffs on EA Sports.
That's Simeon.
One of 2 spots in the NFC title game awaits the winner here as we're underway in the divisional round of the NFL playoffs. And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line.
The Bucs take over 1st and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
Now the first carry for LaShawn McCoy. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard. The success there, Charles, coming on the outside of the field, the ground game. Curious to see if that continues as we progress.
Yeah, we often talk about a variety in play calling and usually between run and pass. But in this case, with strictly the run game, you can be creative there as well. Run it inside, run it outside, keep the defense off balance.
On 2nd and a yard, Brady got his man. That's the Pro Bowler Julio Jones.
That's good.
4 yards the pickup, 1st down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before you get a good head of steam going.
Got a man, it's caught inside the 10. And he takes it all the way down to the 3. It's a big play there for the Buccaneers. 61 yards.
That's a big-time pitch and catch right there. And, partner, I remember the days when quarterbacks would try this. They were holding their breath. But nowadays, they're counting on their receiver to be just a little bit better than the defensive back when it's one-on-one and the ball's in the air like that.
No. Okay.
Scoring first, so critical in the postseason. They've got it here, first and goal. From the gun, it's Brady. And he hauls it in for the Buccaneer touchdown. Julio Jones there to make the grab. And the Bucs take the ball down the field and score their opening drive. So they take the opening kickoff and drive it all the way down the field.
And that's the last thing you want defensively. On the road, in the playoffs, and now you're down a touchdown right away.
Now Brady again. It's caught. And it's 8-0.
Bye.
That makes the score.
Interesting. I mean, they're putting their foot on the gas here early, going for 2 to go up 8-0.
Well, after that drive, you have to believe that they thought to themselves, if we can do that, what's another 2 yards? Let's go get those and get 2 points as a result.
On the return, it's Simba Webster. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29.
The Rams take over first and 10 at their own 29-yard line.
Goff will lead the Rams up here first and 10, just shy of the 30. He fakes the give here and looks to throw. Rush coming, and he's taken down. Levante David gets him for a loss of 10 yards from his linebacker spot.
Okay, partner, a couple points of interest right here, all right? Offensively, we see that they came out throwing the football, but maybe more importantly, the blitz that came defensively, they got right after it.
And you were telling me pregame before we came on air, you think this is something we could see a lot.
Yeah, there's no doubt about it because this is a unit that wants to play the game on their terms.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. That's into the hands of Reynolds. Now a loose football. The ball comes out, and it's picked up by the Buccaneers. Always costly to cough up that football. These defenders, they become so adept, though, at jarring it free.
Yeah, it's amazing that there aren't more fumbles caused because now, if you're an offensive player, you go through ball security drills every single day. It's really not out of line to think you should take the ball to bed with you and just hold on to it. But the bottom line is, no matter how much you try to protect it, these guys are pretty good at finding ways to knock it out.
His throw caught at about the 5. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. His first reception of the divisional round matchup, and it's good for a first down as well. And they've got 3 tight ends here on first and goal to add some extra mass. Now a throw to the end zone on first down, but it winds up incomplete. Unable to get it to Gronkowski that time. But it'll be second and goal. McCoy, the lone man in the backfield on second and goal. That is caught at the 7-yard line. Only able to pick up 2, and that leads us to third and goal.
The goal of a wide receiver screen is get enough blockers in front to create a wall and let him pick his spot to run the football. How about...
And he's got it. Caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. Tom Brady with 2 first-quarter touchdown passes. And the Buccaneers here finding a way to stretch their lead. And now Coach Bruce Arians has made the call. His guys will go for 2. Still first quarter, 2 receiving touchdowns for him. How are they going to slow him down?
I think they're thinking about altering their game plan. Whatever they came in with, now maybe you switch a better cover guy to it. Or you make sure you have more people in his general area wherever he lines up to at least try and discourage them from throwing the ball to him.
That'll be taken about a yard deep. And they'll get him down right around the 25, actually the 26 officially, so a net gain of 1 there. So the Rams coming back on their second drive of the game.
Are you still playing Among Us?
Time, not only the turnover, but
you can play on the PC if you let me in.
They got to make up for that here.
We always hear about empty possessions,
And he's got daylight. It's a foot race. Touchdown, L.A. Tyler Higbee, 74 yards. And the Rams strike quickly here for 6 points. They were already down 2 scores early. They needed something to try to stem that tide, and that certainly qualifies. A big play to get them in the end zone.
It qualifies indeed because, let's face it, they don't get something done on this drive, turn it back over, this game could be 88 and out the gate early.
What? 88 and out the gate?
Yeah.
What's that?
Well, listen, I used to hear my old man talk about it. Usually meant that thing's done.
Well, now that they got the touchdown, it's not 88 and out the gate. We still got a good game going ahead of us. And he'll be stopped up at the 25. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And right now they're saying, hey, let's keep this going. 2 drives, 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, can't ask for a better start than that, can you? I mean, this is the way you practice it. This is the way you rehearse it. But right now, the play calling, they're locked in really well.
And that is going to be pulled in one-handed. Wow. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Buccaneers. Julio Jones.
Courtney's playing on my PC.
Saving his best for the playoffs with his 3rd touchdown of the game. And the Bucs are going to add on to their lead. So what can Brady do here as he'll lead his guys up to go for 2. Operating from the gun, Brady. This is caught. Was he in? Yes. 2 points.
That makes the score Buccaneers 24, Rams 7.
That's not a touchdown. That's a 2-point conversion.
Charles, just in general, what are your thoughts passing versus running on 2-point conversion? Situational?
It is situational. You have to know your team. What is your strength? Because so many people think you have to throw the ball in a 2-point conversion, but the stats will tell you that running it is about as proficient. So know your team and go to your strength.
On the return comes Webster. Now a crease here as he's past the 30. And all in all, a pretty solid return. Nearly got it to the 35. They'll mark him down officially at the 34. Here's the Los Angeles offense as they get set to take possession. And following that long touchdown pass, a 1-play drive last time, let's see if the defense, you know they're ready. They don't want that to happen again.
And you would have thought they would have been ready the last time. I mean, that's what you work on all the time. Make sure that no one gets behind you. That's the cardinal sin of defense, not giving up the long pass. They did. Let's see how they adjust.
So they saw the contact before the ball arrived. Penalty flag for pass interference.
And trying to avoid pass interference is so difficult. You're trying to slow down these skilled receivers, and somehow, some way, they make plays on the football, and sometimes you're the...
But I think the ball's out, and it's picked up by the Buccaneers.
Goss pass.
Obviously, you got to hold on to the football, but I've got to give credit to the defense there. Good job of knocking it free.
Yeah, because a lot of the time we just blame the offensive players for not taking care of it. How about the effort of the defensive players knowing that guys are going to, and if they're good, anticipate the contact coming and try and cover up the football. And they still find ways to knock it free.
I'm playing Among Us.